What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. We are here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Friday, October 4th. It is 2024. My name is Chris Drummond. I am a sports reporter based out of Minnesota here. I also work in sales and am proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on to talk about their why, of why they do what they do, and who they are outside of the occupation. I got a special guest that's coming on with me today. Her name is Adriana Alexander. She is a news reporter based out of Temple, Texas. She also worked in the same role in San Antonio, Texas. She is somebody who has an abundance of experience of working as a journalist, broadcast journalist, and we're going to get to know her, ask her some fun questions, and get to know her why she joined the fraternity of journalists. Also, we're going to talk about her school choice and also have an interactive game with her as we play this or that. So, definitely somebody who I've been looking forward to talking to, breaking bread with. It's always great to be able to talk to different journalists that's in the field like myself and really get a chance to get to know them beyond what they do, because we're so enamored or we're so dedicated with getting the story to our viewers that not a lot of times people sit down and actually ask us what our stories are. So she will be on in just a moment. Again, this is the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. My name is Chris Drummond. So I'm looking forward to, again, talking to her and being able to get to know her a little bit and have some fun. So, and without any further ado, I introduce to you the lovely, the talented, the beautiful Adriana. Hello there. How we doing?
Hi, I'm here for real now.
I love it. I love it. Okay, you look absolutely lovely, by the way. I just want
Well,
to say
thank
that.
you. I
You,
appreciate it.
you're very welcome. Once again, thank you for coming on to my podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder. How has your week been going so far?
This has been one of those busy weeks in journalism, a lot of ups and downs. We had a breaking story happen on Monday about a mall closing and
Wow.
impacting local businesses here. And
Wow.
then the next day, we kind of followed up on that and heard from businesses who don't have anywhere to go. It's the latter part of the year and, they got
Absolutely.
work to do. They got money to make,
Right.
but they can't because the mall is closed. Like, stories like that are what I love to cover. So journalism wise, this week has been really, really busy.
I totally understand that. Now, I know you're in Temple, Texas. Where exactly is Temple, Texas, as far as the bigger cities? Like, what big city are you close to?
I'm an hour away from Austin. So we're on the outskirts of Austin and we cover
Okay.
Waco, Harker Heights, and Killeen and areas like that.
Okay, so I have family in Houston, which is probably
Okay.
a few hours away from you. Love being in Houston, Texas, no question about that. And I'm very familiar with Austin, Texas, because they have a very popular music festival that I went to
Yes.
once, for sure. So, and had me a very good time there too. Austin, I love you. That city is amazing,
It's
no
great.
question about it.
Yep.
I want to reiterate to you why I wanted to have you on here once again, and that is because you do reporter and journalism. I am a reporter as well out of Minnesota. If you can't tell by my Minnesota Twins hats, I'm a huge sports person. That's my genre. Your genre is news. But I love to talk to people about their why and listen to their stories, because it's very rare that we get a chance to sit down and talk about us and talk about how we came into the industry, because we've always been advocates for our viewers, right? Of stories that's happening, like you just said, the mall story. They look to you and other reporters that you work with in your station to get that story out. But now I'd love to hear your story of how you came into it. So, as I always do, Adriana, with the first question that I ask all my guests is, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any role models growing up? Anybody that was inspirations to you that you was watching on the TV? What is your why of getting into the journalism business?
I love that question. My why, I don't know if it's generic, right? But my why is to be a voice to the voiceless. Some
Okay.
people watch the news, they don't feel like they're special enough to get a story. They don't think their business is important enough, their situation is important enough. But I want to say, hey, you're important, you matter. Let me shine light on what you're going through. See, and the community can help you. Let me help get you that fundraiser. Let me help you get money for that fundraiser. Let me help
Yes.
you get that business up and running so more people can see it. My why is to be a voice to the voiceless, to whatever community I'm reporting in.
Now, did you always know that you wanted to be a reporter, or was there some other? Or did you kind of fall into it, or did you just always knew from an early age this is what I wanted to do?
Well, growing up with my mom and dad, married 35 years now, they always, as soon as the day started, they always started day at 6 a.m. What they do? Turn on the news.
Okay,
I get home from going to school, the news is on. After we have dinner, what? 10 o'clock news is on.
the
So I
news is
grew,
on.
yes, I grew up watching the news all the time. So
Okay,
when I went to school at Florida A&M University, my initial major was business administration because it was a general degree. But I wrote an article for my friend Paris, who just got engaged. I wrote an article for him, and it only needed to be about 200 pages. Well, it ended up being over 1,000 pages, and he got like an A plus. Don't tell nobody. Sorry,
wow.
professors, but and I realized, oh, I love to write. I love to read and write, do the research, get the information. So that summer 16, I changed my major from business administration to
Yeah.
journalism, and I never looked back.
Well, if you're going to incriminate yourself anywhere, it better be on the Work Hard, Play Hard podcast. That's for sure.
Period.
I like that. That's what's up. Okay. Now you spoke about it, FAMU. And let me tell you, Adriana, well, I don't need to tell you, you already know what FAMU is like. And I found out too what FAMU is like down there. Whew, it's something different. That
It is.
campus is something different. I'm going to tell you that right now. I love it. I love FAMU. No question. But I want to know, were there any other schools that could have persuaded you from going to FAMU?
I ain't gonna lie. I was in the Marshall 100. I played in the Marshall 100 4 years, played trumpet. So I know I played trumpet since middle school, high school. FAMU,
Mm,
the greatest marching band in the land. Honestly, FAMU was my only option, mainly for band. So I wasn't going nowhere else but FAMU. I'm gonna be real honest with you. That was it. That was for me. I only applied to FAMU to go to college. So
okay,
yeah,
okay. And listen, you made a definitely good choice. There's no question
yeah,
about it. There's a lot of things in FAMU that's very good, especially the band. Now,
yes,
I'm a huge because I came from Atlanta, Georgia, and transplanted up here to Minnesota. So Atlanta, Georgia had Battle of the Bands. You
yep,
obviously know about Atlanta, Georgia. They got Spelman, they got Morris Brown. Hell, that's where Drumline was filmed. Morehouse was there. So I had all kind of cats that was going to those kind of places. I love me some Battle of the Bands. Did you ever battle in that?
yeah. I did it because I marched 4 years. So we've been to Pasadena, California. We did a
Ooh,
number of battle. Yeah, we did a number of battle of the band competitions in Atlanta. I think we did one in Alabama at Tuskegee University, and we did one
okay.
in Miami too.
Mm,
So it was a long 4 years doing all of that.
I
Sometimes I
love
look back
that.
like, dang, I really did that. Oh my gosh, girl, it's crazy.
Right, right. The time flies, don't it? There's
It
no question
does.
about it. No
Hmm.
question about that. Now, Adriana, I want to ask you some favorite questions. Okay, so you just give me the 411 off the rip based upon these questions. Okay, are you with me?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Favorite meal you like to cook?
I like to cook chili. It's so easy to do and it's so fulfilling. I love chili.
Girl, you're gonna win my heart already. We only in question three. We only in question three. You already trying to do that. Okay, do you put cheese on your chili? Let's ask that. You put cheese
Oh,
on?
100%. Yes, I loaded up.
Okay, got you. Say less. Say no more. I'm with you on that. Okay. Favorite concert you've ever attended?
Ooh. Ty Tribbett, because he gets so crunk for Jesus. I love it. Ty Tribbett
Wow.
is my favorite gospel artist of all time. I love him.
Okay, so here's some of my favorite gospel artists, which is Elevation Worship, definitely Marvin Sapp. Who don't like Fred Hammond?
Yeah. Oh my
Uh,
gosh, he's so good.
no question. Fred Hammond. I like Yolanda Adams
Yep.
as well. Yes. So those are kind of my favorite artists around there, but definitely Marvin Sapp never would have made it. It's probably my one of my favorite songs ever. No
Yep.
question.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm with you on that. All right. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
Ooh, this is a good one. I went on a cruise not too long ago, and we went to Costa Maya, the tropicalness, from Florida. So the tropical, beautiful trees, the fresh water, the animals, the humidity, but not too hot. It's cool at the same time.
Yeah.
Costa Maya was amazing.
Okay, so it's funny you said that because I'm planning on going on a cruise in the next 2 weeks.
Fun,
So,
fun.
so we're porting out of it's a family cruise. My dad put it together. So, um, we're porting out of Miami,
Okay.
which is great, and we're going to the four places: is the Cayman Islands, the Bahamas, Cozumel, Mexico, and Jamaica. So
Nice.
those are the four places. It's MSC cruises. Apparently, they're one of the top of the line cruises.
Okay.
But I don't know because I've never been on a cruise before. I'm just going in. When they told me it was all inclusive and a drink package, I was with it. That's
How
all I
long you
need.
gonna go? How long is it?
7 days.
Okay. After that fifth day, you might get a little tired of it, but you still gonna have a good time.
Okay, got you. Say less. All right,
Okay.
here we go. Favorite sport you like to watch on TV? Favorite sport you like to attend in person? Could be the same sport.
Basketball and basketball, baby. Preseason started this week for the NBA. I'm so ready. I cannot wait to see all of the freaking storylines and who's gonna win the championship. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I
Okay.
love NBA and I'm gonna watch it all the time.
Like I said, you won my heart with the chili. You solidified basketball. There's
Yeah.
no question. Basketball is the greatest sport out there. There's a lot of great storylines. Obviously, Celtics, are they going to repeat? How is Paul George going to look in Philly? How is Cat going to look in New York? Is LeBron and Bronny, are they going to share the court together? There's so many different
So
stories.
many this year. Yes.
That's right. And matter of fact, probably the most important storyline that I didn't even mention before I get to the next question is how is Clay going to be in Dallas? That's going to be something to see. Clay
I'll
Thompson in
add to
Dallas.
that. I think he's the missing piece they needed. So we're gonna see.
Mm,
That's all I'll say.
okay. Okay. I'm definitely looking forward to because I'm coming down there a couple of days earlier to Miami. So I'm hoping to see if I can catch a game or not. Hopefully they're home. If not, then I understand. But I've never been to Miami before, like the actual
Okay.
Miami. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that. Favorite restaurant. This could be in Temple, Texas. Okay, where you at in Texas? Favorite restaurant you like to eat at?
Longhorn Steakhouse. Mm.
Stop
Yep.
lying.
I'm for real. It's good. I love Longhorn. Not just the food, bump the food. Them big
Okay,
bowl margaritas, Texas
right,
swirl.
right.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, so I'm not gonna cap. Longhorn Steakhouse is my favorite restaurant
You're lying.
in Atlanta, Georgia. It was my favorite restaurant because number one, it was really close to my house. It was only 5 minutes away. And number two, they made some of the best ribeye steaks I've ever tasted in my life.
Heck yeah.
And I'm a ribeye person. I can't do porterhouse; that's just too big for me. But ribeyes, yes. Now, a close second
Hmm.
is Texas Roadhouse.
Right.
That's
I was gonna
because
say
of the
that. Yeah,
butter
yeah.
rolls,
Yep,
them
yep,
butter
yep,
cinnamon rolls.
yep.
Okay, you
Just by
already know.
themselves. Yep, yep.
Okay, here we go. All right, we off to a good start, baby. I love that. Let's talk about your day to day. Okay, as journalists, as I know, no day is ever the same. Okay, no 2 days are never the same. Plus, we work very unconventional hours. We don't work the 8 to 5, 9 to 6, where people could just clock off and go about their business, right? Sometimes we get called back in. Sometimes we get called at crazy times. Sometimes we have to work crazy hours. Talk to me about your day to day and preparing for that and getting yourself ready for that.
So I work the night shift. That's 1:30 to 10:30.
Mm,
And I come in at 1:30. But before I come in at 1:30, they send out assignments at 10 o'clock on what we're gonna do that day of all the pitches we sent the day before. So once I get my assignment at 10, I don't just not look at it and start at 1:30. No, I'll reach out to who I need to reach out to and contact them, set up the interviews for the afternoon. So when I get there at 1:30, I'm already off to the races. We have a
right.
5, 6, and 10 o'clock show. So I turn things both sides most of the time for 5, 6, and then 10 o'clock is the full package. So I got that break between the 6 and 10 to put it together the best way I know how. do the article, do my social media post, and get it out. Some days are a crunch. Some days I go live. Some days I go drive an hour away to do the story, but it all gets done nonetheless. So.
Now, are you a one-man band? Do you carry your own equipment to on site?
Yes, and people always ask, "Do you need help with anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I do this every day. Thank you, I appreciate it." Most of the time I say that, but sometimes I'll be like, "Actually, yeah, take the tripod here. I can't do it today."
I feel that. No, I do. I really do. Some of the people that I've had on this platform have been one-man bands before. Have they've been actually been one-man bands in areas that are very unsafe. Now, you just said you work
Mm,
the 1:30 to 10:30, so you're working pretty much overnight.
yeah.
Have there ever been a time that you've had to go into an area where you just really not familiar with it and you just don't know? You don't know about this area.
Yes, luckily with this situation, I had our photog with us, Rocky. It was right after a 16-year-old was shot and sent to the hospital. We were in that area where it happened, but it was also some things going on too. Like it was at a park, and some boys
Right.
and guys were around. We were kind of like, we got to go. So Rocky said, we won't be going live for 6. We went live for 5, not for 6. We're not in a safe environment. And that's what I like about Tegna. They make sure if you're not feeling safe and you want to peel out, do that because our safety comes first before anything.
Absolutely. No question about that. I love that you just said that. Great segue to this next question, which is mental health and work-life balance. Now, Adriana, the words that I'm about to say has came up with probably some of your colleagues, some of the colleagues I know too, which is overworked, underpaid, burnout. Those are some words that you probably are familiar with, and I know I am too because I've lost some journalism people. Talk to me about how you keep your mental health strong and how you also have that work-life balance. Because I know just talking to you for these first 10 minutes, you definitely somebody I wouldn't mind being around. And I'm sure you got plenty of friends over there that will say the same thing about you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well,
What I do to separate is when I'm off Thursdays and Fridays because I anchor the weekend. MSJ Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But
yeah,
Thursday, Friday, that work phone buried. You staying in the work bag until Saturday morning. You have to do that because there was one point where I was just so into everything. I was always on my work phone checking emails, sending in press releases. Baby, you off. They got it. It's not on you right now. Take your time.
right,
Get your nails done. Lay in the
right.
bed and do nothing. Go to the dog park with your dogs. So separating myself from work when I'm off is something I've had to prioritize, especially this year with all of the breaking news we've been getting. And,
Mhm.
and I really take that seriously now.
Now, how long did it take for you to do that? 'Cause like you said, you used to be like always on your phone, but what was that? What was that point that you came to? You was like, you know what? I got to set some boundaries for myself.
That word you just mentioned, burnt out. I felt burnout because I felt like I was never off.
Mhm.
So, and then we also, because I anchored the weekend, um, my news director and then the weekend reporter, we have a meeting on Fridays and then talk about what we're going to do for the weekend. But I got tired of that because I don't want to hop on a Zoom for 20 minutes and talk about the weekend. I'm off.
Right.
So that's also what kept me on my phone too. But I asked my news director, can we please change this to Wednesdays because I need to separate. And he was cool with that.
I love that. And that's great that you have a company that backs you, that puts your mental health first, that also puts the balance as far as work life goes. Because listen, we love doing what we do. And that's Adrian, that's why I wanted to do this podcast and be able to give this platform because people need to know the A and B side. The A side is what you just said. Covering stories, storytelling, meeting new people, going live on air, anchoring, you doing the damn thing over there, girl, in Texas. And for all journalists that's out there, no question about
Period.
it. But there is a B side. And the B side is when you do feel burnout, when you are feeling overworked, when you are feeling like, man, you know what? I'm in an area that's not very safe right now. Or when you do feel that people see you on TV and they think it's glamorous, right? They think that you're glammed up. You are the pretty woman that's in front of the camera doing what she loves, giving me the news. Thank you for being an advocate. And they just think that they can just step right into that and do that. And maybe you can't. There's a
No.
lot of levels to this. There's a lot of help that goes along the way. There's a lot of work that you do too. And this
Yep.
is why, again, I wanted to have this platform because people need to know the behind the scenes. They need to know that you get up at 11, 12 o'clock at night, you working overnight, 1:30. You don't just wake up and then get on screen. There's a lot of things you do to prepare yourself to do that, and you deserve your flowers for doing that because it's not easy to do.
Yeah. Sometimes you do on Monday, you do a story about two babies who died after being left in a hot car. You
Hmm.
covered that Monday. Tuesday, you're doing a Christmas festival where everybody's happy about it.
Right,
I still haven't processed Monday.
right,
But that's why I keep God first and pray about these stories and help get them out of my heart. There's still some stories that are near and dear to my heart because they were so devastating and they
absolutely.
impacted me as a person. But what I do personally, pray about it. Lord, help me get this off so I can move on to the next story because I have no choice but to do that. That's a part of my job. So
Absolutely. And that's also one of the reasons why I chose sports. Now mind you,
smart.
because those hard news stories is tough. Like for me, talking on this platform, done over 100+ episodes. And I've
Hmm.
done a lot of different people where they have said it's very tough for them to go and talk to a mother that's grieving over a son that's been shot or grieving over something that has happened so tragically out there. And it would be hard for me too. I don't want to stick a microphone in somebody's face. I get it. We have to be professional. We have a job to do. I understand that. But you also have to build up a tolerance. You also have to build up, you have to build it up because you just ain't going to go in there cold turkey and do something like that. Like when you seen death or when you seen tragedy up close and personal for the first time, it affects you. And that was my next question to you, Adriana, was how long did it take you to build up a kind of a tolerance to be able to say, okay, I'm going home after I'm covering these stories, and I can't keep these stories in my mind because they're going to affect. How long did it take you to kind of get over that?
I'm still not over it. Be honest with you, Chris. It's still, some of these stories still bother me. That's why I constantly pray to continue to get strong. Maybe one day I'll reach that point where they don't, stick to me, but
Hmm.
I'm not there yet. I'm being honest.
I know. I feel that. I feel that, and that just shows that you have a heart and you have
Yeah.
empathy inside you and stuff like that. And I don't want to be, I don't want to be sensitive to say that sports stories are not hard. They are hard. When these kids lose their final games and they start bawling and crying, knowing that the team is not going to be the same next year, knowing that they're going for a championship because everybody wants to win. But in sports, there's a winner, there's a loser. There's going to happen with every competition that you have, no matter what sport you play. In life, you just hope for every time you step out the door that you come back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just hopeful for that. This is a great segue though, because I want to ask you about advice. What is some advice that you would give an individual, maybe a graduate, recent graduate, an intern, or maybe somebody that's been in the game like us for about a few years? What would you tell them advice wise about getting into the journalism industry and handling hard news stories?
Getting into the industry will be underestimated, but you have to believe in yourself and believe in your journalistic abilities to get these stories done. And when it comes to covering hard news, do the best you can to separate the emotion from the reporting. It's not easy to do, I'm telling you, but somebody wants to know more information about this tragic story. And it's your job to give that without crying, without having emotion, and being able to go home and say, I did a good job reporting that. So that's the best advice I would give. Try to separate, but also still have that compassion with your subject, with who you're interviewing, with the viewers who watch. Don't be cold. Still have that, again, just that compassion and report it as best as you can. And then also, if you think you could have did a better job with it, rewatch it. I hate rewatching myself. I'd be like, girl, ew. But you have to get better. Rewatch your stuff, take those notes down and apply it to the next time you go live or the next sad story you do, and you're going to do nothing but continue to get better.
How do you feel about shadowing? Now, for me, I love the shadow. I mean, I was somebody, especially in college. I want to go and I want to shadow the ESPN people that came to the school. I went to college in Atlanta, so I wanted to go do the Hawks, Falcons, anybody pro. I didn't care what it was. If you told me to hold on a rope, I was going to hold on to it. I wanted to do it. How do you feel about shadowing, getting that kind of experience to be able to help you and grow with your own experience?
Um, do you mean a reference to me shadowing somebody or somebody shadowing me?
Both.
I would love to shadow Joy Ann Reid, Abby D. Phillips on CNN, like in MSNBC. Those are my girls. I love them. They're my inspirations.
Okay.
Um, I would love to personally. I would love to shadow them to get better because I know they have a different system. I know they work far faster than me. They got producers, photogs. Like I want to see how
Sure.
that goes on that next
Sure.
level. And when it comes to somebody shadowing me, whenever we have interns for the summer, that's what they do. Whenever someone starts with us, that for that first week or two, they shadow the people who are doing it. I love shadowing. I make sure they jot down information so when they, get into doing it for themselves, they know
Mhm.
what it is and what it isn't. And if they don't, I'm always here to help, and our reporters at KCN are also willing to help them too.
Now you do two different roles. I love asking this question. Which role better suits you, the MSJ or the anchor behind the desk?
I like MSJing because I'm in the elements. I get to talk to the people. I get to
Hmm.
hear what it is they want to say. And I
Okay.
also love to edit and make it my own story and add the pictures, add the graphics, and my writing has even gotten better this year too. Like I like putting together the story and making it one cohesive thing instead of just kind of telling it. Or if the prompt go down, then now I got to know what it is and remember the
Right.
story. Like there's a lot of pressure to anchor. I rather report personally.
I like that. I really do. Adriana, we came up on the podcast now to where we're going to be doing this or that.
Okay,
Okay. So basically, what it is, I'm throwing two things at you, and you get to choose one or the other. Are you with me?
I am with you.
Okay, we've been vibing all podcast episode, girl. Okay, you are absolutely lovely, but this gonna turn if we don't vibe on this first question. Now, I'll tell you
Okay,
that
let's
right
see.
now.
Let's see. We're gonna see.
All right, here we go. Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Okay, say less. I knew it. I knew what it was. You from
Okay.
Miami? I knew it. I knew what it was.
Wait.
Okay.
I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, you from Florida? Is what I meant. I'm sorry.
Right.
My
It's
my
okay.
my apologies.
People
West
be like,
Palm
"Oh,
Beach.
it's South Florida, so it's Miami." It's different parts of South Florida now. Please, shout out to Palm
Okay.
Beach.
Okay, I stand corrected. I love that. I love it. Here we go. Buffalo. Do you not Buffalo, but do you eat chicken wings?
Yes,
Okay, here we go. Which sauce would you rather choose? Lemon pepper or barbecue?
barbecue,
Okay. Do you like your wings wet or dry?
wet.
Okay. Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
I like the bone in. I'm not a freaking 5-year-old in chicken nuggets. I like the bone in there. Okay.
Adriana said 5 years old.
Uh-uh. We grown over here. I like the bone.
Okay, so you like to get a little messy, is what you saying?
Yep.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Now, ain't nothing wrong getting messy. I'm with you. Okay. These next four have to do with concerts you rather attend. So here we go. We're gonna start off with this. First, we're gonna go R&B. Which
Okay.
concert would you rather go to? Brandy or Monica?
Brandy.
Ooh, okay. Don't take it personal. It's just one of them days. I feel it.
Period. I
I
don't
feel
like
that.
Monica's voice personally. I'm not a big fan of Monica's voice. I love Brandy's voice. I'm Team
Yeah,
Brandy.
Brandy definitely got that harmonizing voice. No question
Hmm.
about that. Okay, here we go. Next up, which concert would you rather attend? Would you rather go see J. Cole or Big Sean?
Why would you ask that question? J. Cole, duh. Oh my gosh. Big Sean, his album, child, it's all right, but I'm a J. Cole fan. I'm not like
Hold
the
on.
hugest, but
His Big Sky Dark, I think Paradise album, the
yep,
one where
Dark
he
Skies.
had the yes, that was my favorite Big Sean album. No
It was
question about it.
everybody's because that was his peak. And we thought he can go higher. He hasn't done it. So
No, he has not. No, this is
I
true.
hate that.
Okay, here we go. Which concert would you rather go to? Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
I'm such a diehard Kendrick Lamar fan. I will argue anybody down until the last breath in my body. I don't care. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Now
Well,
you know I know
can I sit here and say I don't know all of Take Care? No, because I'm a Drake fan too. That's cool, but it's Kendrick to the day I die. Period.
I feel you on that. Now I've been following Kendrick ever since I Want to Be Heard. You remember his song I Want to Be Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
you get it.
Yes, I do. No question about it. And I'm a Drake fan too, because Take
Yep,
Care
yep,
was
yep,
his best album, in my
yep.
opinion.
I agree.
No question. Okay. Which artist would you rather see in concert? Would you rather see Lil Wayne or would you rather see Kanye?
I've seen Lil Wayne at the Essence Festival twice. So because of that, I want to see. Well, I'm not trying to go to hell. So I'm just gonna see Lil Wayne again. Yeah, we gonna see Lil Wayne again. A milli.
Adriana, come on, man.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Like
okay.
my daddy. Like my
I
daddy.
feel you on that. I love me some Wheezy. There's no question about it. I love you too. So, what was your favorite Carter?
I didn't listen to him like that, friend. Honestly.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like this. Carter 3 was my favorite of his.
Okay.
No question about it. Now, obviously, he had a song with Kendrick Lamar called Mona Lisa, which was one of my favorite songs ever. No question.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Okay, here we go. Which sport would you rather watch on TV, football or baseball?
Football.
Okay, okay. Which sport would you rather play, badminton or bowling?
Just because I know I'm so bad at bowling, I'm gonna say the other one. I don't even know what that is. But I'm just gonna say that one.
Badminton is
Badminton.
with the birdie. So it's basically tennis, but with a birdie. You got to hit it up in the air instead of hit the ball.
I can do that. I can do that. I suck at bowling, so I'll do that.
Okay, okay. Well, do you need the bumpers for bowling? Are you that bad?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on.
Leave it alone.
Okay, okay. All right. We can't listen, we can't have it all. Okay, you got a lot. You got a lot working for you, girl, but we can't have it all. I get it. All right,
I
here we
get it.
go. Do you like desserts?
I love them.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to throw 4 categories out there for you. You have
Okay.
to choose one of these categories that you'll never eat again.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. First one is ice cream.
Okay.
The second one is cookies. That's any type of cookie. The third one is cake. That's any type of cake. The last one is candy. Which one will you say you'll never eat again? Oh, I see the
Why
light
would
bulb.
you? Why
I
would you
see
ask?
it
This is the
going.
hardest question you asked this whole time.
Yep, yep.
I'm gonna have to say candy. I have to say candy.
That's why we
Bam.
vibing. That is
Yeah.
why we vibing, Adriana, because I would have said candy too. I can't give up on my red velvet cake. I'm
Nah, I
sorry.
can't.
I can't do it. And I'm a cookies and cream and chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream type of person. Can't give up on that.
Nice.
Can't give up on that.
I like
Right?
my double chocolate ice cream. I need it.
I didn't even hear nothing after you said double. I'm with it. Anything double, I'm with
Period.
it. Period. It don't matter. Okay, I'm with you on that. Do you like potato chips?
They're okay. I could I'll never eat it again. I'll be fine.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna throw 4 brands out there. One of these you'll say you'll never eat again, and one of the brands is not Cheetos. Just to let you know.
Okay.
So here we go. First brand is Ruffles. The second brand is Lay's. The third brand is Doritos. The fourth brand is Pringles. Which one are you getting rid of? You'll never eat again.
Ruffles, goodbye. Hate you. Gotta go.
Oh,
I don't eat
hell
Ruffles.
to the no. Oh,
Ah,
no, he did.
Ruffles suck. Oh, I don't like Ruffles. Mm-mm.
Lord, I'm gonna say a prayer for the thought that just came into my mind. Ruffles sour cream and cheddar is the greatest chip ever made.
I like my Lay's because it's plain, nice and easy to just crunch on. Pringles, come on. And Doritos, that's like standard chip. Nah,
It is.
Ruffles.
Okay, but okay, so here and let me ask you this. Are you a salt and vinegar person?
No.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay.
Blah, blah,
Do
blah,
you know
blah, blah.
the worst chip ever made is Funyuns, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because you have to brush your teeth 2 days straight in order to get that funk out. So, yeah, I agree.
I like
No.
that. You,
Yeah.
you have been absolutely great on this or that. That was terrific. Now,
Okay. Thank
this
you.
next question here has to do with career paths. If you wasn't a reporter or a journalist or an anchor, what career path would you have chosen to go down and why?
My mom is a teacher. My sister's a teacher, so I feel like I would be a teacher.
I think you'll be pretty good. What would you teach? Adolescents or elementary?
Um, I would do middle school, high school. Well,
Okay.
you know what? No, I lied. I'll just do high school and then teach writing, literature. Yeah,
I
that's what I
feel
do.
you on that. So I am a substitute teacher as of
Oh,
right
cool.
now. So I
Okay.
like to kind of dip into that. I am getting my master's because I'm possibly
Period.
thinking about going to teaching. So I'll have my master's by 25 of May, which is great. So
Congratulations.
thank you so much, dear. Appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to that and to that possibility of opening that up. Now, this is the question for reporters. Give me your top four events you would like to cover. So, for example, for me, it would be the Olympics, Super Bowl, national championship game, which is basketball or football, and I would like to cover an NBA Finals. No question about that. What is four events on your bucket list that you would like to cover as a reporter?
This upcoming election, I would love to cover it in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
What's another one? I would love to cover a Super Bowl. That's a good one because it's real a lot of excitement and stuff.
Absolutely.
And two more. Just two huge breaking news stories that are like mind-boggling. Whatever those are that will
Okay.
happen in the future. I'd love to cover those and be on
I,
the ground just there, just doing it.
I can certainly see you doing that. What about a red carpet? Maybe a Grammys, maybe a Billboard. Would that be something that you would love to cover?
Because I know myself, I'm gonna get too starstruck. I'm gonna sound a fool because I get starstruck so easy. I met Lil Boosie last year. I was starstruck. Who's starstruck by Lil Boosie? Like he's a cool dude, but that was a lot to be starstruck by Lil Boosie. Imagine if I see like Meg Thee Stallion.
Beyonce?
Nah, yeah, Beyonce too. But if I see like Meg Thee Stallion, I'll be like, but no, I don't
Oh,
trust
wow.
myself. I'm gonna get
Oh,
too
wow.
starstruck.
I would too get starstruck by her too. Lord have mercy. I certainly would. There's no question
Mhm.
about that. No question about that. I probably understand what you're saying, but I could totally see you doing an election. I could totally see you doing a Super Bowl as
Mhm.
well. I heard you say Essence Festival, so you must have been in New Orleans. Did they come? They go to New Orleans?
Yep. I would
You
do
know
an
that's where
Essence
the Super
festival
Bowl.
too.
You know that's where the Super Bowl is this year, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just
I would love
going.
to do that. I'll do that too. A good Essence Festival. Talk to all the Black business owners and learn more about the New Orleans culture too. Yep.
So fun fact: I've never been to New Orleans. Yeah, I've never been, and I
You
really would
missing
love to
out.
go. I
Yes.
really would love to go. I just don't know. First, people say go through during Mardi Gras, which is February, which is my birthday month. So I'm definitely thinking about doing that. But then they say you should go to Essence and you should try what's that, beignets and gumbo
Yeah.
is what they're known for there.
Yep.
Is it good?
Delicious. Your
Hmm?
taste buds will never be the same.
Okay.
Long as you go to the right place though, because everybody don't make it the same. But it's
Okay,
good.
so talk to me now. What's the right place?
I don't know the names. I just go on TikTok and wish for the best, and be honest. But it's worked out so far.
Okay, I'm with you on that, Adriana. I'm with you on that. Okay. Talk to me about some advice you were given. We talked earlier about advice you would give to someone, but what is some advice that someone has gave you that you hold on dearly to?
Stay true to yourself. Um, don't
Hmm.
try to be like any other reporter. Don't compare yourself to any other reporter or just person in general. Stay true to who you are. And the way you do things may be different from someone else, but it's your way. Don't try to mimic what somebody else is doing. Stay true to who you are as a journalist and as a person. That's the best advice I've gotten from my professor.
Now, how hard was that? Because as you know, us coming in, we naturally, and everybody has done this, you naturally see somebody else at a spot that you think you should be at or you could be at, and you like, dang, what did he or she do to get to that spot? So you want to emulate that success. Um, but then again, you fall back on those advice type of words, and you like, you know what? There's only going to be one Chris like me. There's only going to be one Adriana like you, and you have to understand that another person's journey is not your journey. Your
Right.
journey is your own. It took me a while to get that down because I had so much envy in my mind. Did it take you a while to do that?
Not too much because I don't be worried about people too much. But comparing my career to other people who are still in news and are in bigger markets than me and
Yeah,
maybe started after me, I'm like, dang, like, okay. They got an Emmy already. I'm like, okay, dang, I thought I
right.
was, but again, I just separate. I'm like, you know what? That's their journey. My time is gonna come. That's how I think about it. And I leave it
Well,
there.
ain't no question. I mean, I've seen you real. Your time definitely gonna come. You definitely doing your thing out there. No question about that.
Thanks.
I need to know what is there to do in Temple, Texas, because and what is there to even do in the close surrounding cities? Because I only came to Austin one time for the festival, but I ain't really get a chance to enjoy the city. So, what is there to do in Texas? Because I definitely plan on coming back out there to Texas for sure.
Oh, if you do, please let me know. We can turn up. So we're in Temple. So if you go, I don't know if it's north, south, east, or west, but Waco is only 30 minutes away. And
Oh,
Baylor
okay.
University is there.
Yep.
So they
Baylor
got a whole
University.
bunch of, yeah, they got a bunch of clubs for the college kids and, young adults and older people. A lot to do in Waco. You go on the other side, Killeen is there. Killeen a little more hood, but it's still a good time too. So you can go to Killeen. Temple has some spots. Downtown Temple is growing. They got some clubs there. Definitely some really nice, like unique modern bars in Temple too. And
I'm with you on that.
there's a country club we're going to tomorrow, our coworkers, and we're going to square dance. Like there's a lot of different things you can do in this area if you just find
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Now I'm with you on the square dance. I like that. I like doing different things of that nature. I also have my hood sense because when you said Colleen, this little hood, I like that too. I ain't even
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie to
yeah,
you
yeah.
about that.
Whenever I want a little touch of home, I go to Clean and get crunk.
Okay, okay, got you. I like that too. Now, mind you, um, this is the one thing that I didn't like about Texas when I showed up, and that was the tolls. The tolls be killing me. When I came down there, I rented a car and I was driving around. I told you my brother lived in Houston, and I had another friend named Terrell that lived there in Houston. So I went visited my brother and him, and these mofo's got my license plate off a toll because I was driving in the lane, and I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't been around tolls ever, but why is there so many doggone tolls out there?
I don't know. They trying to get our money so bad. It's like you can't dodge them. If you go into Austin and you don't want to go through no tolls, prepare to take another 30 minutes to get to Austin because it's tolls. Just you can't avoid them. There's no way to get
Oh,
around them. And if you do, it's an extra 30 minutes. It's the Texas thing, man.
okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate that 411. I really
Yeah.
do. What is three stories, like top stories that you can name that you covered that you really love, that really had an impact on you? Like some of your favorite stories.
Oh, I got one. This woman, after the May tornadoes that we experienced, this woman,
Yeah,
she had no power for weeks. She was calling Encore, the power company. They weren't helping her. She called the city. Nobody helped her. She was about to lose her home. She was living on the streets because her house was so hot and just gross. She
right.
called 6 News. We were her last hope. And I was going through something personal. I lost a family member around that same time, and I just needed some positivity. So I was like, Lord, I just want to help this woman. And sure enough, after we put it on the news, the people in the community rallied behind her. They got the equipment she needed to get her power back on, and
Mm,
Encore was there the next day. They got her power back on, and she's in her home with her family now. That's my top favorite story. Like, my goodness.
I
And the
love
second
that.
one, yeah, it was amazing. And the second one, we do a segment called Six Fix where we hold local contractors, businesses, or whoever accountable for scamming people and being fraudulent. So I did one. Um, which one? There's so many I've done. People suck. I did one about A&L sheds recently, and our coverage of it constantly talking to different victims led investigators to look more into it, and the owner of that company was arrested. She was
Wow.
bonded out, sure. She was bonded out, $5,000 bond, but it's a start. And now people are like, oh, they're hearing us. And police are actually getting in all these stories and they're holding her accountable. So I'm proud to say I helped get justice there for those people. Third one, it's a sadder one, but and
Okay.
this one is still ongoing. Two girls after the May tornadoes, they were crossing the street, but the street lights were out, like the traffic lights were out,
Right.
and they were swiped, hit, and killed by a motorcyclist.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're teenagers. They were best friends. They were like this. It was a really sad story to cover after the tornadoes, and the person who did it, he has yet to be reprimanded, yet to be. He was arrested, but he got bailed out. There's no court date, no nothing. So I'm continuing to follow that to make sure those two families get justice. So that one is ongoing. I'll let you know how that one goes, but I hope
Please
to get
do.
that family, yeah, get that family justice for sure.
I like that. Those are three different stories. I really do appreciate your transparency and sharing that. That's really awesome. Please keep me in the loop about that.
I will.
Rapid fire. We're almost coming up on the end, Adriana. Rapid fire.
Okay.
So the first thing that comes to your mind when I ask you some of these questions, are you with me?
I'm with you.
Here we go. Burgers or tacos?
Tacos,
Okay. Pancakes or waffles?
pancakes,
Okay. Waffle fries or curly fries?
waffle fries,
Okay. Favorite color?
blue.
Favorite alcoholic drink?
Anything with tequila.
Okay. Hold on. We are Tito's? Tito's or 1800?
No, what's another tequila?
Is it Jose Cuervo?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay,
Mhm,
got
mhm,
you.
mhm. Yep.
People gonna think I'm a damn alcoholic. I'm
Ah,
not.
you named three of them. Goodness.
I did. I promise you, I'm not.
Okay. That was good.
I love my Hennessy though. I do love my Hennessy.
Period. Okay.
Here we go. Okay, favorite board game.
Connect Four. Oh, well, that's
Wow,
not a board game, but it's my
that's
favorite game.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Favorite card game.
Space. I will, man. I'm so,
No, you won't.
man.
No, you won't. Don't you
Child,
do it. No, you won't.
you're
Hold
not talking
on.
about nothing.
Hold on.
Mm-mm.
Joke, joke, deuce, deuce. That's how you playing?
Nope. I play Aces High.
Aces. You really ain't saying nothing then.
Ah!
You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. I got you. I got you on that one. Okay.
Okay, I'm
All
gonna
right.
hold you to it.
Okay. Please do. Please do. Because I'll lie for you before I lie to you. Straight up.
Period.
Okay. Straight up. Okay. Favorite sandwich.
Ham, like ham sandwich.
Do you or I shouldn't say do you, but if you had a chance to listen to three songs on repeat that you'll never get tired of listening to, what would those three songs be?
Every Little Thing's Gonna Be All Right by Ty Tribbett. Um, Something by Whitney Houston. I don't know any song by Whitney Houston, and then any song by Boyz II Men. I
Wow.
love Whitney Houston and Boyz II Men and Ty. Yeah, I love them. They're amazing.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Two more for the rapid fire. Okay. Which place would you rather live in? Would you rather be back in Florida or staying in Texas?
Once my contract is up, I'm going back to Florida. I don't like Texas like that. This is not where my heart is. My heart is in Florida. I miss my family. I've been here for a while, but I'm ready to be back near my family because I'm tired of, like, I'm alone, most of the time, if I'm not with my friends. So I want to be with my family. So Florida.
You ain't never lied on that. Being in Minnesota is very hard.
See, you get it. You get it.
No question. No question.
Mhm.
Last but not least, okay, for the rapid fire, and this is favorite sports movie.
Oh, it's such a good freaking question. Oh, either Gridiron Gang or
Mm,
the Longest Yard. One of those two.
okay, okay. Mine is Remember the Titans. No
Oh, that's
question.
so good. Denzel. Dang. I'm gonna add that too. Add three.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. And okay, I'll add another one. Field of Dreams is actually one of my favorites.
Okay. That's good
If,
too.
if you build it, they will come. No question about it. One of my favorite movies. With that being said, though, this has been a really, really good conversation, Adriana. I felt like I've
Yes.
gotten to know you a little bit more in your journey and who you are, why you do what you do. You do such an amazing job in front of the screen, and also anchor work as well. Obviously, anybody can see that from the reel that you put out about yourself and the videos that you do. And it shows, your passion shows. So I love talking to people who are passionate just like me about journalism, and love getting to know you a little bit, as I do with every guest that I have on here. I ask this: is there anything else you would like to add about yourself before we conclude?
No, I just want to commemorate you. You're doing a great job with your platform, giving us like nobody ever asked me this many questions because people don't, they want to, they want their story to be told. But it's nice to have someone other side of it asking about me. So it's been great getting to know you, Chris, and keep doing what you're doing because your work is just as important too. And it's people are watching, people care. So great job with you too. Like you're doing great.
I appreciate that. Now, listen, don't be a stranger. We definitely gonna keep in touch. We definitely gonna see about those spades too. There's no question about
Oh,
that.
for sure. As soon as you make your trip to Texas, we on that.
No question about that. So you take care and you enjoy your Friday and you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All right, you too, Chris. See you later.